Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this deck video, I'm going to take a look at NoHandsGamer's version of Rush Warrior. Rush Warrior has recently become very popular and there's still a lot of Rush Warrior builds around, and this one is currently the most popular one, but it doesn't look like this is nearly optimal yet either, so I expect there to be a lot more developments with Rush Warrior in the near future. However, Rush Warrior is really good against, for example, Hunters, it's really good against Paladins, so it's in a great position in the meta. Its weaknesses are Priest and Warlock, so when you meet a lot of those you can of course struggle, but other than that it has some very good matchups against many of the meta decks. Calling it Rush Warrior is maybe a little bit misleading, because Rush isn't really the keyword that makes this deck. It's more about buffs, really, because you have stuff like Parade Leader, have to summon a Rush minion, give it +2 attack, Rokara, Rush after friendly minion attacks and survives, give it +1/+1, Conditioning, give minions in your hand +1/+1, and at 5 mana this gives minions in your hand +2/+2, which is when you usually want to use it, by the way. And then stuff like Playmaker, after you play a Rush minion, summon a copy of it, 1 health remaining, and Overlord Run Tag also gives +1/+1 stuff in your hand, so this deck has a lot of buffs in it, and there are some sweet synergies between these buffs. For example, if you have Playmaker and Parade Leader on the board, you play a Rush minion, it gets that +2 attack, then Playmaker makes a copy, and the other one gets another +2 attack on top. Or if you can get some kind of board to stick first, then you play your Rokara, and then you start attacking. Like you have a Grab Rider on the board, you play Rokara, Grab Rider gets to attack twice and gets +2/+2 if it's just going face, for example. It's just a huge web of synergistic buffs between minions. And of course with minions having Rush, that means that you are able to respond to things on the board even though you don't have a lot of other tools than your minions to do so. Looking at those buff targets, for example, having stuff like Bumper Car, when it dies it gives you 2 1/1 Rush minions into your hand, and then you can buff them up with Conditioning, and then you can buff them up with Parade Leader and with Playmaker. There's some huge swing turns available. But it's not all about the Rush, it's even more about the buffs that you can give your minions. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for Imprisoned Ganag, just a sweet card to get on the board immediately, then you get that weapon, really helps you with board control. Athletic Studies, great keep, allows you to look for more Rush minions and allows you to play your first Rush minion for cheaper. Warmo Challenger, also spectacular keep, really good at dealing with some early game threats. And after it has handled those, it also becomes a good target for something like Shield of Honor. In matchups where you need immediate board presence, then Bumper Car and Grab Rider also become good keeps, especially if there are low health minions on the board. So, for example, against Hunter, both of these cards are really good. Now, let's go take a look at Rush Warrior in action, and if you enjoy this content, please like this video and check out my Twitch channel, where I live stream Hearthstone. When you can pull it off. Alright, open up with the Ganag. This time Hunter didn't keep anything, they are on the coin though, so they are able to get some things on this board. There's a chance for me to try Parade Leader and maybe get a Grab Rider on the board on 3. A little risky, Parade Leader is quite likely to die. There's also like if they play something weak, then Grab Rider just trades it away. If Grab Rider doesn't die, then I can Shield of Honor it the following turn. Okay, that's going to be a little rough. I'm going to have to Grab Rider these. Sadly, it means the Grab Rider will be vulnerable. And will probably be killed. Well, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But I don't have stuff in this hand that would prevent the Hunter from going wide. So now I'm forcing either the trade, or I'm forcing them to use a spell to kill the Grab Rider. Because one way or another, that Grab Rider must die now. Trade obviously remains quite advantageous for the Hunter, and I will still have to face tank the Initiate probably next turn. That's acceptable. That still means that I'm not taking damage from the Initiate twice. And I prevent them from getting a white board. And if they got a white board, they could get a Demon Companion, it could be a Kolek, then all those minions would hit for more, and I would be in so much trouble. Okay, now I do get hit face twice, but that Arcane Shot, so it was only +1 damage, really. Because the Arcane Shot went away. Playing Rokara does not seem too effective right now, so I'm just playing the Parade Leader. Get more stuff on this board. And then potentially get a chance to play Rokara next turn, when this one can also attack. now they kind of feel like they should do something about that parade leader, because it's also a little bit intimidating. But if they do something about the parade leader, then they probably can't do much else. Like, unless they have like Kolkar Packrunner and another Arcane Shot, but they just threw one Arcane Shot into the Crab Rider. So, no matter how you put it, this put the Hunter into a fairly uncomfortable position. Okay, this into Arcane Shot was the only out they had that was really powerful there. They happened to have it. That makes me a little bit sad, of course, but it's not too bad. This could be another parade leader. I guess Rokara alone here doesn't do that much. I actually think this is going to be another parade leader. Trade and hero power. That one goes face. Hunter's very low on cards. At 4 mana they can't use the Rhino yet. The best they could do would be to play the Wrangler. What would I do if they played the Wrangler? Rokara can't tank the Wrangler, sadly. One more Challenger can... I mean, it can kill the Wrangler, but it dies. Yeah, that was the best possible card they could have in this position, clearly. I need to just use a bumper car here. I mean, this one gives it some bonus damage. So bumper car goes into that one. I will also play a Darkmoon Rider to kill that off. But I believe I want to play another Darkmoon Rider rather than hero power. Now they should have a 7/6 Rhino in hand. But there's already an answer to a 7/6 Rhino on the board. They could have two 7/6 Rhinos in hand too. So they picked up Wolpetinger with... Why would they do... I don't understand. Why would they do that? It's not the time to play Rokara yet. It's time to Warmaul that one down. And Shield of Honor that Warmaul. 6/7 with Divine Shield. Okay. Why did they choose Wolpertinger with the Wrangler? I was certain they would pick Rhino. He already played one Wolpertinger before. There's no way to get double Wolpertingers. It is not possible with the cards they have. I guess that was not a bad turn. Maybe it's the Brute. We'll do the Brute. I'll do the Brute. Let's give this a try. They can play Wrangler and Rhino on the same turn, so that's an upside. Although they could get the 8/7 Rhino for future turns. This leaves me with probably a play where Rokara kills something on the board, and these minions go face. Can they pick up a Freezing Trap? Well, Pack Tactics would also be useful, right? It would indeed. Explosives. Okay. That's fine. We'll corrupt the stage, dive and play it. Get a big Samuro. Big Samuro is totally fine. Samuro kills that one, this one goes to the face. Alright, Hunter's down at 8 health, I'm at 13 health. That's 4 damage. They would need another 9 damage with 2 cards. All of my minions have a lot of health, so it cannot be double piercing shot or anything like that. Which pretty much leaves the Hunter very, very dead, because 3 minions, attacks from any 2 of these kill the Hunter, freezing that doesn't help. There's simply nothing that helps, so the Hunter is very, very dead. Let's see what the Paladin is going to be all about. Terrible opening hand. Maybe I can find something better, but I cannot. This is not good. Obviously I'm playing a tempo-based deck that really wants to get on the board immediately. I've been really organically watching the GMs. I haven't watched them. I don't think I want to play my Crab Rider out there. Then if they have a hand of Adal for this and they kept everything, then the Crab Rider would just be killed immediately. But I'm always willing to drop a bumper car into this. Use a bumper car and use it to kill that one. And Edmund Archer was obviously a minor surprise. And there will be more. This looks like a pure aggro list, not a secret list. Yeah, exactly as I predicted. It would be a pure aggro list. I'm going into Sword Eater here, killing that one. Obviously Sword Eater can now be killed by these, but that's still fine. I might go for conditioning into something like Crab Rider, Dark Moon Rider next turn, depending on what the Paladin will play. Can't do conditioning into Samurai immediately, so there was also an option to buff the Samurai earlier, and then see what I could accomplish later on. That's a little bit annoying, because it blocks my conditioning so nicely. It's still a conditioning turn. Some 3/3 rush minions, or I have a 3/5. I can use the 3/5 here. I can kill these. Okay, down to 21 health, so might be some reasons to be slightly concerned, although having Samurai in my hand makes me feel a lot better. The Paladin has a whole lot of Murlocs. Discovering a secret. That could be awkward. The Paladin's secret. How about that? What if it's Galloping Savior?
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
Let's see if it's Galloping Savior immediately. It was Galloping Savior. That was by far the best possible secret they could get. I'm a little sad about that. But it's alright, it's alright. Kargat might be playable later. So this one goes over there, and I want to protect the Crab Rider. I think I do, yeah. So this one goes over there, this one goes over there, this one goes over there, and this one goes over there. So the Crab Rider will have 5 health remaining. We'll give this a try. Paladin has 3 Murlocs. They still have 1 cost minion. I have this 3/8 Samuro, which should be reasonably useful here. How worried am I about the 9/11? Well, that +3 attack and Divine Shield is certainly something. Will Paladin be able to make good use of this armor vendor? I'm not at all certain that they can. Let's give that one the Divine Shield. I'll get the Kargat on the board. Armor up and smack 12 to the dome. Let's do that. So now this is a lethal setup. Paladin has to do something about these. They could have Rush Murlocs in hand. They did have Rush Murlocs in hand. That was excellent piece of news for the Paladin, of course. It only has 8 health, so it cannot survive hitting into that one. It won't activate the frenzy. 10 treasure can of course kill it. Unless it's further buffed. It is further buffed, so now it's 17 attack. How worried am I about that? Paladin would still need another 8 to kill me. Is there any way for them to have another 8? If I have a whiteboard, I don't think there is.
You aren't even ready for this.
I also have the option to just kill it.
Do your worst.
Would I just do that? I think I would just do that, actually. Let's just kill it. That's safer for everybody. That's the safest. That's the safest line. Not leave them with any minions. We're still gonna have Alexstrasza as a finisher if one of these survives. Well, it would have needed to go face, though. So I can't use Alexstrasza as a finisher now, but Samuro should be pretty good, right? I think I do like Samuro a lot. Also, this one actually will not survive, so that's a small problem, I suppose. No, it's still lethal. I don't know what I was thinking. It's still lethal. But whatever I was thinking, I wasn't thinking that for too long. I was still well within my allotted time to just kill the Paladin. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.